unbeaten and one of the biggest risers when you talk about a future star that's here and ready to go. It's David Benavidez. Champ, that face-off, it got my blood boiling. What was being said? You got to give us the inside dish here.
There's a lot of stuff I don't know if I could say right here. Well, I see it's pay-per-view, so I just told him I was going to break his fucking jaw. He's a pussy. You know how it goes between me and Caleb Plant. I really don't like that guy at all.
What did he say back?
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. But, I'm just very excited, man. This is the place I wanted to be at. I'm 26 years old, my first pay-per-view fight. This is definitely the grudge match that everybody wants to see. Caleb Plant doesn't like me. I don't like him. But it's a classic fight between a really good boxer and a really good puncher. He's going to be running all night. It's going to be a Campbell's game for me. But I definitely going to be on my P's and Q's. I'm very excited. This is a fight I've been looking forward to for a long, long time. And the fans are in for a treat. March 25th is going to be a great night.
Is there anything to the idea that he raised? Like, while he says, I've been training, really hard since day one. Is there something to the idea, though, that this opponent has extra motivated you? Is there extra road work that was done, extra rounds and sparring? Did Caleb really make the training for this one more intense?
Yeah, definitely. But he's always saying I'm fat, that I'm this and that, I need to make weight, this and that. But now that I come in, I've been on weight all week. I definitely gave him the importance he wanted. I gave him all my attention. If back then I hit hard and I didn't really train like that, now that I really prepared myself, I'm even more dangerous. So he should be even more worried. Like I said, I trained for about 3.5, 4 months. I trained extremely hard. So he definitely gave me the motivation. The extra motivation I needed, because I really don't like this guy. I really do want to shut him up. So, I'm definitely going to be pushing for the knockout every single round.
Well, David, let me talk about this in light of what Luke asked you. There is an element of, though, be careful what you wish for. He's poking the bear deliberately. If I go to davidbenavidez.com, I see a Caleb Plant store. He's calling you names. Is this the wrong move when it comes to mental warfare in your eyes for what that's going to bring out of you?
Yeah, he thinks he's smart, but he's definitely brought the beast out in me. And like I said, you guys said he's kept poking the bear, kept antagonizing me. And I gave him exactly what he wanted. This is a 300% ready David Benavidez, and I'm going to give the fans exactly what they want to see. And just for the whole world of boxing, this is going to be a great fight. I feel like we're giving the boxing fans like old school fights. Two guys that really don't like each other talking smack, and this just makes the fight way more better.
Well, how do you manage the emotions of being motivated to really hurt a guy you don't like versus being so motivated that maybe you get out of your game plan a little bit? How do you juggle that?
Every time I fight, I like to say I let the knockout come to me. I don't like to look for the knockout. You do everything right, and the knockout comes on its own. But for this fight, I've been hitting harder. I've been faster. I've been doing everything much better than I've done my other fights. So I just got to stick to the plan. Do what I got to do, and the knockout will come on its own.
You're a very different fighter than Canelo in a lot of different ways, different body type, different punching style, the whole thing. Did you take anything from his victory over Caleb Plant, maybe watching tape? Was there anything to learn there?
Yeah, I watched a lot of tape on Caleb Plant, a lot. I've seen a lot of the things he does good. I've seen a lot of the things he does bad. So there's a lot of holes in his game that I could take advantage of. And like I said, that's why that's why this fight is a pay-per-view fight, because it's not easy. It's not easy on any side. But I want to rise to the occasion. I want those hard fights, and I want to earn it. I don't want no more easy fights. I feel like back then I had a lot of not easy fights, but they didn't make me work like this. And
sure.
Caleb Plant, he's definitely going to make me bring all my weapons out of my arsenal. So, but that means good for me, and good for all my fans that are going to be watching.
I want to get, what's your central focus when you prepare for this fight? Because look, you're long been the boogeyman of this deep and great division, because we never got to see you against the very elite because, look, you lost your title. You had to get back in line. Things have happened to this point. But we've all said if anyone has the style to be Canelo's downfall at this weight class, it's probably you. So is the mindset only, I got to shut up Caleb? Or is it about also, hey, Canelo, I'm here. And if I win this fight, I'm knocking. I'm coming.
The main focus was Caleb Plant for this fight. We worked exclusively for Caleb Plant. I feel like you do the job, and then you worry about what's after the job. I feel like if I was too focused on Canelo, I wouldn't be 100% focused on Caleb Plant. So we're gonna get to that. Like I said, we're gonna do our job good, and I'm just excited, man. This is a pay-per-view, man. My first pay-per-view. People are loving this, and I'm just excited to bring this excitement back to boxing.
What about the crowd, too? You know, it's funny. We were here for Canelo versus Plant, and he was not the fan favorite in the crowd. The crowd obviously was very heavily based towards Canelo. Just walking around the casino, I see tons of Benavidez gear here. Do you feel that you'll be lifted by having probably much more of the crowd support? How do you manage that, or what does that do for your performance?
Yeah, so when you're in the fight, when you're in these professional fights, like if you see at a concert, you know, the crowd gives you energy. So the crowd is definitely going to be giving me energy. So I'm just excited, man. I just love to hear that roar from the crowd, and I love the walkouts of the entrances. And, you know, I'm here for the fans. I'm here to give them what they want to see. I mean, I'm definitely going to be disciplined in the ring, but also we came here to give the fans a great fight.
Do you trash talk in the middle of a fight?
It just depends. What Caleb I am, but yeah.
Hey, not a bad time for the Benavidez family right now, where you're headlining your first pay-per-view on Saturday night. Your older brother, Jose Jr., had a pretty damn good role in Creed 3. Look, you're his younger bro. This is a big deal for the family name. How big is this, though, when you sat in the theater and watched that?
It was amazing, man. First of all, I didn't even think he could act, but he did a hell of a job. You know what I mean? I went in there, I was a little nervous, but he did a fantastic job. His daughter was born on, I think, February or January while he was in Atlanta. So he had to make a big sacrifice and be there, but it all came out for the best. He did an amazing job, and I'm just proud of him as a brother.
One thing for me, everything you're saying, it just sounds like this moment in time, this is the right fight. Like everything is where it needs to be at this moment. Why is this the moment for David Benavidez? Why is it this moment in time where you feel like, okay, now I'm ready to make a move?
Because I had to keep the promise to the little kid I told myself. You know, when I was 13 years old, I told myself I was going to be here. When I got to the pay-per-view, I was going to work my ass off. No matter who it was or who was in front of me, I was going to be in spectacular fashion, and I was going to be that man, the next pay-per-view star, and that's definitely what I wanted to be. Even before I got the phone call for Caleb Plant, I was extremely ready. I was in a training camp for another fight. So, I mean, this is probably the hardest I've ever worked, and I just turned 26 years old, so wow. I'm kind of getting in my prime. You know, I'm in at the beginning stages of my prime, so I'm even stronger now than I was back then. And everything that's led me, the good and the bad, has led me to this moment. And I just can't wait to take advantage of this.
Well, good luck to you. We cannot wait to see this Saturday night. You've done all the work. I mean, you could say that, fat kid. I mean, you're big bone, first of all. And you're in shape. I've been watching you. So
conditioning.
Go get him on Saturday night. We look forward to it.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.